So, sources of law, diba, alam natin kahit saang sources, merong primary at merong secondary.
Yes.
Okay?
So,
what are the primary sources of law?
yes, the primary sources of law, of course, lalayo pa ba tayo? Meron tayong constitution. No?
Yes.
It's, of course, the fundamental law or the supreme law or the highest law of the land. Because, again, it's promulgated by the people themselves. So, kanina, sabi natin yung state law, di ba, promulgated yan ng legislature.
Yes.
Yan. Pero ang constitution, ibang klase to, ibang level to, kasi it's the people talaga nagpo-promulgate nito. And therefore, it's binding on all individual citizens and all agencies of the government. No?
Yes. Does it necessarily mean that the Constitution is higher than the legislature, than legislations or statutes?
Statutes. Well, the general rule is that, again, Constitution is the highest or the supreme law of the land. So, shall there be a conflict between the Constitution and the state law? For example, yun nga, yung statutes ng legislature, mag-give way lagi itong statutes kasi nga, dapat hindi unconstitutional. Yun yung reason kaya lagi nagbabanggaan yan sa Supreme Court.
Kagaya yung anti-terrorism law.
Oo, marami ngayong pending.
Madaming pending because of constitutional violations daw.
Allegedly.
Oo, allegedly. Sabi ng mga petitioners, may mga paglabag sa constitutional rights ng mga press freedom, madam freedom of speech. Dahil dyan.
So kung halimbawa, attorney, mapatunayan sa Supreme Court na yung halimbawa, yung specific provision sa anti-terror law ay contrary sa sinasaad ng Constitution, ano mangyayari doon?
So that it does not necessarily mean na yung buong anti-terrorism law ay magiging void o mapapawalang bisa.
Alright.
Ang magiging effect lang nun is to nullify the specific provision which is contrary to the Constitution.
And we will strike it out and declare it as unconstitutional.
Yes, yun lang.
Okay.
Pero kung lahat ng provisions ng anti-terrorism law violative of the constitutional rights.
Then in that case, we will abandon the law itself kasi dun mapapakita na again, the Constitution is supreme. So anything against the Constitution
shall be declared null and void.
Null and void. Right? Take note of
Kaya siya tawag supreme law, fundamental and highest law. Dahil anything that goes beyond the Constitution or is contrary to the Constitution is null and void.
Let's just have a test, no? Since napag-usapan naman natin yung three branches of the government. In this case, sino ngayon ang magde-declare yan? Sino ngayon ang merong power, authority dyan?
Starts with letter J.
Judiciative.
Executive. The judiciary.
Kasi nga sila mag-i-interpret ng batas kung contrary to.
In case of actual controversies.
Yes. Next primary source of law natin is
the legislation. So it is the preponderant source of law in the Philippines. And it is the declaration of rules by competent authority, which is the legislature. And legislation likewise includes ordinances enacted by the LGUs or local government units. Lagi nating naririnig yung mga LGUs ngayon sa TV.
Kasi nga sila hands-on pagdating sa situation natin dito sa pandemic. Okay, so let's proceed with the next one. Administrative or executive orders and implementing rules and regulations. Kung makikita ninyo, yung legislation coming from the legislature, no? Ngayon naman, pwede rin palang manggaling sa executive
department.
Paano mangyayaring galing sa executive department?
Through various agencies and departments.
Halimbawa ngayon, sikat na sikat ang DOH.
Yes,
diba?
DOH.
Maglalabas yan ng mga
DILG.
Mga implementing rules and regulations.
DSWD sa mga SAP.
Yes. Kasi understandably, hindi naman included dun sa original na batas. Yung IRR.
Kung paano mo i-implement yung pagbibigay ng SAP, for example.
So in a way, the executive is given somehow a discretion pagdating sa sa implementation.
Kaya implementation nila ang executive.
Yes. That's correct. Okay. So, just because it's the DOH or the DSWD na nagbibigay ng mga tinatawag nating administrative orders na yan, it doesn't mean na hindi yun batas. Okay? It has a binding effect.
Yes, because ang source niya is yung batas.
Yes. Nagaling naman sa
legislature. Correct.
So yung last natin, kung meron na tayo ng coming from the legislature and then we have from the executive, syempre hindi papahula ang judicial.
Judiciary.
So meron
yung
din.
mga judicial decisions or jurisprudence.
Yes. So, yung decisions of the courts, particularly the Supreme Court, applying or interpreting the laws or the Constitution, they form part of the legal system in the Philippines, and that's included in the Article 8 of the new Civil Code. So kapag nag-decide pala ang Supreme Court sa isang particular controversy,
particular issue
yes,
or a case,
that should be considered as a law.
A law. Yung decision ng Supreme Court resolving that particular case, yon ay magiging parte ng legal system of the Philippines.
Yes, and sa batas or sa study of law, tinatawag yan na doctrine of
stare decisis.
Stare decisis or yung doctrine of precedent.
Yeah, yes, precedent.
Precedent.
President,
No,
hindi
president.
president. President, P-R-E-C-E-D-E-N-T.
Ako dati ang pronunciation ko dyan, precedent.
President.
Pero I've learned na president. So, president. Okay, so yun tinatawag na doctrine of stare decisis, na pag nag-decide na ang Supreme Court as regards that particular controversy or issue, yun na yung batas doon. Unless, of course, the Supreme Court itself would abandon that doctrine.
Would modify, would review or revise that decision.
But nobody else can do that.
Ang sinasabi lang dyan sa Article 8 of the Civil Code, only the decisions of the Supreme Court. Meron tayong lower courts like RTC, NTC, Court of Appeals, Court of Tax Appeals, may Sandigan Bayan pa. Yung decisions nila, they do not really form part of the law of the land. Hindi yon. Decisions only of the Supreme Court being the final arbiter or court of last resort. Yun lang ang magiging form part of the law of the land.
Alright, take note of that.
Yes.
And last but not the least, for the primary source of law, we have what we call custom. Itong custom naman, it consists of those habits and practices which through long and uninterrupted usage have become acknowledged and approved by society as binding rules of conduct. Of course, it must be proved as a fact according to the rules of evidence. Ibig sabihin, for a long
period of time, yun na yung pinapractice ng mga tao doon. It may be applied by courts in the absence of statute exactly applicable to the point in controversy. Meaning, kung may law applicable to that particular controversy, no need to look for customs. No need to apply the customs. Pero kung wala talagang batas na nag-govern doon sa particular issue, sa particular case, pwedeng i-apply ng courts yung custom. With the condition na kailangan ito ay recognized and
proved. May evidence talaga.
Yes, dapat may evidence talaga na mag-i-establish na yun talaga ay yung custom sa particular community.
So basically, that's the primary sources of law: the Constitution, the legislation, the administrative or executive orders, the judicial decisions, and jurisprudence, and of course, the customs.
Thank you for watching this video. See you on the next one. Write in the comments below where you are watching this from so I can personally thank you. Be sure to subscribe and click on the bell icon to be notified whenever I post. See you on the next one.